Kylie Dillon here from maneuvertheory.com. We're in my hometown, beautiful St. Petersburg, in the middle of winter. There's no ice storms in Florida, so come down here for a show. It's pretty awesome. We're actually here at the Chimaira headlining tour tonight with some new friends of mine who I've been wanting to see forever, and I'm finally glad you came to Florida. Why don't you introduce yourselves, your names, and what band you
I'm Francis. I play bass and percussions.
Charlie, play guitar and reflections. Patty, I play guitar.
So first question for you guys. Your most recent album exists, and only been out a few months, and it's one of my favorite albums from last year. Who did the album artwork for that? Because that's something that really stood out to me, both on the Fantasy Effect and also especially on Resist. Who did that?
Daniel Wagner, DW Designs.
Awesome. The designs designed Resist, and we did the Fantasy Effect as well. And kind of like, well, Jake and him had an idea to work the Fantasy Effect to kind of tie it in with Exist, so all the art was kind of similar, as in like the sense that like the iceberg is actually the iceberg from the first album. Yeah, but yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Alright, so I've noticed since you signed to E1 Records, you've gotten on a lot of really good tours. You played shows with your bros and After the Burial, who are really good. I'm actually hoping to see them next week when they're on tour with Animals and Leaders. Since you signed to E1, what has it been like getting a lot more exposure than you already had?
It's been helpful. It's been really helpful. We've gotten some really good tours. Having a lot of people that haven't had a chance to see us, and like the bands in correlation to us have been like a good fit to drive more kids to come see us as well. Like giving kids more of a reason to come see us because of the bands that we're with too. So, but yeah, we're hitting a lot of areas that we've never been to before, like Florida, and yeah, West Coast last year. We did a lot of the East Coast this year. It's been really good outcomes, and haven't really had a bad turn on any of it. So.
Okay, so obviously you're touring Chimaira right now. That's got to be a huge deal for you guys. I don't know if you listened to them or not growing up, but being on the same label as them, how does that make you guys feel, knowing you're probably growing up listening to a lot of bands on the roster?
It's unreal, man. I mean, it's an honor to be able to tour with a band that's been around for as long as they have, and to have like 10 records or something like that. So they're awesome guys, very nice. We're just like really grateful that they took us out on this tour.
It's a dream come true, really. It's like a lot of that kind of shit is on my bucket list, and it's like happening. Like touring with some of my favorite bands that I grew up watching.
It's like happening all so fast. I don't know. It's kind of. It took a while. Like when we first started doing it, it was like, and it's like, this is really cool. Like this is happening. I don't know. It's a hard process.
One of the things I really noticed about Exist is that on the Lost Pages, part of the length of the song it has that female vocal.
That's my friend.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about her and how she got on the album? Because I really enjoyed.
She was just like she was a friend of mine from like school, and she started singing when we were a little kid. Like I used to be in choir with her, but like she always had a really, really pretty voice, and she was like always an awesome person. So like basically when we were writing the album, like I just asked her if she would want to be featured in something, and then like we kind of wrote a part for her. And then, like, she just kind of did her thing, and it was awesome. So, I think she has an amazing voice. Her name's Becca, by the way, Becca Graham. So.
Yeah, because one of the things I noticed about that song is that I see a lot of bands that play similar style to your music, and very few bands would take chances like that. Why do you think it's important for bands like you guys to not settle for the status quo and add stuff like that on the album?
You can't limit yourself because you're afraid of what people may say.
And if you write
your own music,
if you write the same thing over and over again, eventually people are going to stop caring. So like if you need to just write what you feel and write what you want, and people are gonna love you or not. You just kind of have to keep that in mind. You have to write more for yourself and what you're feeling than like what you think people want to hear, because you're gonna end up limiting yourself and like kind of hitting.
But you also at the same time have to think about what people want to hear. Because if you don't,
it's a
then
mix.
who fucking knows?
It's a mix of like of both. I'd say. Yeah. I mean, we've been given an opportunity to play music, write music. So obviously, we want to write music that we like. Hope that people like as well.
It's all self-expression. And if people like it, cool.
If not, that's cool too. At least they checked it out.
Sorry, I got to step away.
Oh, it's okay. I
closer.
Fill in the void.
I remember when you guys were, not signed and stuff like that, and you like just released the Fantasy Effect. And I was thinking the production of the album wasn't. I mean, it's not as good as it was, on Exist. A lot of people have been asking if you'd ever reproduce that album. Ever given thought to that?
Like, not anything that we would do immediately. Like, we don't want to just like be like, all right, we wrote one album and released it. Now we're gonna re-record our first one. Like, we want to keep writing new music.
I mean, it's one of those things that's like we love to do, but there's also the whole like some people might not like that we did it, and there's other people who would. But the thing with us is we've changed those songs live already, so like we would include those changes in like the new reproduced album. And I don't know if kids would like it. So it's kind of like it's just it's a gamble because like we want to, but we also don't want to. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. We'll think about it.
Maybe we'll just take a couple songs and like
do it.
But honestly, you just want to focus on
How do you guys deal with negative criticism? Because there's always those people on internet chat rooms or Liam Goat.
Liam Goat's just funny though.
Yeah. Pretty much everywhere you go, you'll see people who are like not really knowledgeable about music. Like, oh, this band sucks or whatever, when they've listened to half a song. How do you deal with stuff like that in the press? How do you brush that stuff off?
Lately, when we first started recording and stuff, like, I especially used to get bashed all the time from my vocals. And like looking back, I don't even really like them. But like, I think you have to take negative comments into consideration, unless you can just kind of see that someone's just doesn't really know what they're talking about. And then in that case, kind of generally people commenting sort it out for you, and they'll have this huge internet battle. It's fun to read and stuff, but
yeah, it's awesome.
yeah. But you just kind of have to take compliments, criticism as like basically just the public opinion. If anything, use it to make you a better musician.
We definitely don't ignore criticism. We're open ears for why people don't like a certain thing. We'll listen, and we'll also consider it. But it's just like, oh, you guys fucking suck because you suck.
It's fine.
I mean, that's cool.
Whatever. I don't like bands sometimes.
Each their own.
I personally wouldn't do that and go out of my way to insult the band.
Yeah.
But we don't really even get that much. Like, I haven't seen anything like that for a while. Except stupid Jet band. It's like, we don't even think we're a Jet band, so whatever.
Last question for you guys. I've actually got some friends of mine that are gearing up for I believe what's their first tour. My dude's in Secret Keeper. Hi Kyle, if you're watching this. Hello, how you doing?
Kyle. Have fun on tour, homie.
Yeah, but I was thinking you guys would probably be able to help out a lot of bands that are touring for the first time. What are some essential things you know about touring?
Don't waste your money on garbage food. Don't eat greasy pizza. Don't get hotels. Sleep in your van at Walmart's. Like, seriously, it's not even bad. Like, it's fun. Like,
don't drink.
Don't drink. Don't really
drink a
drink.
bunch of water. Because all you do is wear yourself down and get sick.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to recover because you're in a fucking van. Also, a bunch of people coughing all over you.
Also, bring vitamin C supplements.
Yeah. Don't party too hard. I mean, bands are always down to like have fun.
If you want to make it a job,
yeah,
you
you're
gotta
not trying to get hammered every night. So that's not really impress any other band. I guess. That's just something we've learned.
You guys got anything you'd like to tell your friends, fans, or family?
way nicer here than it is in Minnesota. So sorry, guys.
Well, thanks a bunch for doing this interview, guys. Be sure to check out Reflections on Facebook, Twitter, and all those fancy social media networks. And be sure to check out their new album, Exist, which is, if I were an octopus, I would give that shit 8 thumbs up. But I've only got 2 on it. So, anyway, Bradley Dillon for thenewfury.com. Thank you for watching.